Thank you for coming to my and dad's wedding. I love my mum and dad so much, and I am happy they have great day. Thank you for coming and have great.
Tried to follow where it wandered astray amongst the path of an endless grove. Found ourselves adrift when you made it to your harbor. Never released from your grip, but forsaken by the current shift. Is your embrace a delusion? Is your embrace a delusion? Why the sudden silence? Why the sudden silence? Why the sudden silence?
Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Sarah Woods, and as a celebrant it is my privilege to conduct this ceremony for Damien and Megan today. Damien and Megan would like to acknowledge that all of you have travelled considerable distances to be here today, and they really wish to thank each and every one of you for your presence. Before we begin today's celebration, Damien and Megan would like to take a moment to remember those who could not be with us today. In particular, their much-loved grandparents who have passed away. They both know that they are here in spirit, sharing in the joy and the happiness of this very special occasion. The love that you have come here to celebrate started when Megan and Damien first met on July the 10th, 2010 at the Hallam Hotel when they were both out with friends. Megan bumped into an old school friend and best man Luke, who introduced them for the first time. Megan and Damien had actually attended the same high school, and Damien was in the year level above, but they had never met. Megan's first impression of Damien was that he was confident, very cheeky, and easy to talk to. Damien was attracted to Megan's bubbly, outgoing personality, and that she was fun to be around. They soon began to run into each other as friends, and whenever Megan and Damien bumped into each other, they spent time chatting, laughing, and playing the Barry machine while having a few drinks together. One night, when the two of them were out at the Berwick pub, Megan added herself to his Facebook and declared that since he was stalking her, she would make it easier for him to find her. And then they began chatting together on Facebook for hours at a time from that moment on. In September, Damien decided to invite her along to the movies, which became their first official date, and they discovered that they shared a similar sense of humour, taste in music, movies, gambling, and a social life. The night after their first date, Megan was actually on a date with some other guy, but she found that she'd spent the whole entire time texting Quinny back and forth. This was when she knew that she liked him a lot. They began dating and quickly making it exclusive and falling in love. Megan soon discovered how deeply Damien's love of sport and cricket was, learning fast the meaning of cricket widow. She learned of his extensive knowledge of 90s music and repertoire of The Simpsons quotes. Damien in turn discovered Megan's artistic creativity and dreams for pursuing a career in graphic design and photography, which he too knew that he had to encourage because she was so talented. Then one Wednesday night in March 2011, as he regularly did, Damien was at poker night at the pub when Megan rang him and told him that he needed to get home quickly. So as he walked in the door, Megan presented him with 5 pregnancy tests and told him in sheer panic that she thought she might be pregnant. Damien took this news quite lightly, said he was happy about the news, and then asked if he could go back to poker, while Megan quietly freaked out. 8 months later, their precious girl, Michaela Jane, arrived and changed their lives instantly. Both instantly fell in love with their beautiful little princess, and together they became a family. They found through this experience that they developed a greater sense of respect and love for one another. So on July 21st, 2012, a very nervous Damien asked Megan to become his wife on the balcony of a city hotel room on their very first night away after having Michaela. And of course she said yes. So from that moment to this, the two of them have been excitedly looking forward to joining hands as husband and wife. As a couple, they both agree that they often challenge and frustrate each other as they are both stubborn, but no matter what obstacles that life has thrown in their way, they have always come out of it stronger and know that no matter what, the two of them can handle anything together. They share a deep connection and just simply enjoy being around one another. They love spending time together, cuddling on the couch, and enjoy just being around one another. Or time with their friends, working on projects around the house, or just having a laugh and teasing each other with random banter. They are supportive and encouraging of each other's goals and dreams in life, and they are most content building a beautiful life together filled with fun, love, laughter, and many cherished memories as together they look forward to growing old together. Shortly, Megan and Damien will share their wedding vows. But prior to this, I'd like to ask Damien's mother Leah to share the words from The Secret of a Beautiful Marriage.
The secret of a beautiful marriage. If you can love each other through the sunshine and the storm and keep the flame of true devotion glowing bright and warm, if you give each other room to grow and change and learn, yet still hold one another close in mutual concern. If you can be lovers and the very best of friends and face together hand in hand the challenges life sends, if you can offer patience, comfort and real understanding, encourage one another's efforts yet be undemanding, if you can show true love and faith in everything you do, then married life will surely hold much joy for both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Damien and Megan, as an expression that the two of you are joined together in love, you are holding each other's hand in your own so that you may feel the gift that you're about to receive on this, your wedding day. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love and cherish you throughout the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold yours when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. And these are the hands that will give you the strength when the two of you need it, and will hold your family together as one. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. As a civil marriage celebrant, I, Sarah Woods, am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages in accordance to law. Damien and Megan, before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of your wonderful witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you're about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a voluntary union of a man and a woman entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. Damien, will you take Megan to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to accept that you may have to watch chick shows and to not tease her when they make her cry, to not throw chips at her when seagulls are around, to buy her chocolate and Moscato when she needs cheering up, and to never question shopping bags? Do you promise to always kiss her goodnight and keep her side of the bed warm before she gets in? And lastly, do you promise to support her in her dreams, to protect and to love her with your whole heart in good times and in bad? Megan, do you take Damien to be your lawful wedded husband, to always laugh at his jokes no matter how bad they are, to let him watch reruns of footy and wrestling from the 90s without asking what's the point, to keep the fridge stocked with cold beer and the freezer filled with coffee ice cream, but only when it's on sale? And do you promise to never go to bed angry and to not take life too seriously? And lastly, do you promise to be patient, to compromise, and to love him with your whole heart in good times and in bad? Damien and Megan, you are standing here with your best friend, and it's with great excitement you're also choosing to become husband and wife. I would now like to invite you to share your personal wedding vows.
I call upon the people present today to witness that I, Damien Philip Quinlan, take you, Megan Jane Griffiths, to be my lawful wife. Megan, today I marry you, my best friend, the one who gets me like no other. Until you, nothing in life made sense. No one has ever made me feel the way that you do. You believe in me, encourage me, and you challenge me to be the best version of myself. You make me feel complete. Couldn't imagine walking through life without you. I promise to continue to be true and faithful only to you. I will strive to always make you happy and to tell you every day just how beautiful you are. I promise to grow along with you, to love you in good times and in bad. With all I have to give and all that I am, in the only way that I know how, completely and forever. This is my vow to you.
I call upon the people present today to witness that I, Megan Jane Griffiths, take you, Damien Philip Quinlan, to be my lawful husband. Damien, today I give you my heart. I have no greater gift to give. From the moment our paths crossed, you captivated me, you challenged me, you frustrated me, and improved me in ways no person has done before. I have fallen in love with you again and again. And I promise to continue to be true and faithful to you in all of life's circumstances as we face them together. I love you, and not just for who you are, but who I am when I am with you. I promise to support and encourage you, to laugh with you and to challenge you, loving you unconditionally through the good times and the bad, completely and forever as we continue our new adventure together. You are my forever, and this is my vow to you.
Perfect. Damien and Megan, your rings you have chosen are intimately associated with your intent to honour and to treasure the vows that the two of you just shared. By exchanging rings, resolve to live your vows and to not let them drift into shallow promises. Believe and trust that the words you just shared have the capacity to create the family, the marriage and the life of your dreams, and that the rings you exchange will have the capacity and the power to return you to your vows. May they give your marriage direction. Wherever the two of you go, you will always return to one another. And let these rings be an everyday reminder of your love and commitment.
I take you, Megan,
To be my wife,
to be my wife,
my partner in life,
my partner in life,
and my one true love.
and my one true love.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I pledge my heart,
I pledge my heart,
my love,
my love,
and my life to you.
and my life to you
Today, tomorrow, and always.
today, tomorrow, and always.
I take you, Damien,
To be my husband,
to be my husband,
my partner in life,
my partner in life,
and my one true
and
love.
my one true love.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I pledge my heart,
I pledge my heart,
my love,
my love,
and my life to
and my
you.
life to you.
Today, tomorrow, and always.
Today, tomorrow, and always.
You can place the ring on your husband's finger. Mummy and Daddy would like to give you this ring as a symbol of their unconditional love for you. They have chosen the ring with two hearts, as you have captured both of their hearts. And with this ring, they promise to love, protect, support, and cherish you forever. So Luke, if you'd like to give the ring to...
I carry your heart with me. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it. Anywhere I go, you go, my dear. And whatever is done by only me is your doing, my darling. I fear no fate, for you are my fate, my sweet. I want no world, for beautiful you are my world, my true. And it is you are whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever a sun will always sing is you. Here is the deepest secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root, and the bud of the bud, and the sky of the sky of a tree called life, which grows higher than the soul can hope or mind to hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart.
Damien and Megan, now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter for the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there will be no loneliness, for each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and throughout the years. May happiness be your companion and your days together be good and long upon the earth. Give to one another new experiences of joy. Challenge one another so you may grow. And may the love that you hold for one another, now sealed in marriage, continue to mature in the passing years. May you never take one another for granted, but always experience the wonder of your union. Family and friends, we bear witness to the ceremony that has just been completed, and this bond that has been formed today can be broken by none. So by the powers vested in me, by the laws of Australia, it gives me great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Damien, you may kiss your gorgeous bride.
Found ourselves adrift when you made it to your harbor. Never released from your grip, but forsaken by the current ship. Is your embrace a delusion? Why the sudden silence? Why the sudden
So I really had no idea what I should say today. I was trying to think of some funny stuff to keep it light. And there are heaps of funny stories I could tell you about Megan, but this is a huge day. So I wanted to tell you about the stuff that makes me proud to be Megan's mum. As a mother, you always wonder about your daughter's wedding day. Who she'll marry, what she'll wear, you know, all that stuff. And I can truly say that you have exceeded all my expectations. You are a beautiful bride, and I'm very proud. For the first 14 years of Megan's life, it was just me and her. Us against the world, I used to tell her when she was little. And maybe that's why she's always been prepared to do battle and find solutions. Like the way she single-handedly organised not one, but 2 weddings, thanks to a freak turn of fate called Cyclone Debbie. I've watched Megan plan, and then unplan, and then completely devastated plan again. Bigger, better, and even more beautiful than the original one could have been. I've watched her study, work hard, and build 3 successful businesses. Maybe event planning will be the 4th, who knows? I've watched her battle illness and her inner demons and come out on top. I've watched her pour her heart and soul into building strong, lasting relationships with the people that really matter. But the one thing that will always stick in my mind is the charity auction that she arranged for her friend's mother who was dying of cancer. Her passing was imminent, but her daughter wanted to take her on one last holiday. I was so completely blown away by her ability to organise such a thing, let alone achieve such an amazing outcome, due to her ability to inspire people to access their own compassion. I wasn't at all surprised by her desire to do it, because her heart has always been bigger than her ability to sometimes see the consequences of taking on the causes of those around her, but she will always fight the good fight and give others the benefit of the doubt, even often to her own detriment. Megan has always been the type of person to come to the aid of those who need her. Even from a little girl, she was always so caring and compassionate towards her friends, always loving and affectionate towards her family, especially her grandfather, who she called Papi. They were best buddies. Megan was only 4 when he passed away, and not long after, she lost her Nana Gudge. 2 very special people taken away from her too early, but I know they are both here with her today. Proud as punch, her Papi probably holding her hand as she walked down the aisle, and her Nana Gudge on the other side. My biggest fear was always entrusting her welfare with someone other than myself. So I raised her to be strong, independent, and self-aware. It takes a strong man to love a strong woman, but I truly believe she has met her match in Damien. Not just in strength, but in loyalty and compassion. So I would like to welcome Damien to our family. and thank him personally for always standing by Megan, encouraging her in her creativity and allowing her to be her own person. I trust you with the welfare of my only child, and I couldn't be happier that she has chosen you as her life partner. You have proven to me time and again that you are always there when she needs you most. So I would now like to thank the both of you for the gift of Michaela and acknowledge your devotion at raising her in a safe and loving home. I believe she has taken on the best parts of both of you and is growing into a confident, capable and loving little person. And I look forward to watching your little family grow. So that's it from me. Please enjoy the celebration with Megan and Damien and Michaela on their special day.
Now it's my turn. First of all, I'd like you all to raise a glass to the new couple, to Megan and Quinny. I've not got one. First, I'd like to welcome Quinny to the clan. That's MacLeod, Griffiths, Matheson and Blackett, and now Quinlan. You can call me Sir. Thanks for everyone to coming to celebrate today. Now I've got to say well done to Megan for having to change the venue after it all fell apart at Daydream Island. Well done, Megan. Port Douglas for a beautiful spot. Now, I've known Megan since she was about 16. Her mum and I got together. We had our ups and downs and a few challenges on the way. But I always said to Megan, just remember, I'm always right. And we've gotten fine. Mind you, we tried to kill each other a few times, but we've got past that. What's the page? Quinny, they say, happy wife, happy life, but just remember that Megan's always right, and I think you'll survive. I wish you both all the best in your new journey together. Thank you.
Firstly, congratulations, Damien and Megan. I'll keep this brief. Damien, we have watched you grow into the man you are today, and we are very proud of you. Your yaya, bapu, nana and grandpa will be watching from the heavens with love. Your cousins, aunties and uncles, an extended family, of which there are many, are sending their love this evening. Megan, you came into our lives, and with you soon after came our beautiful Michaela. The three of you became our beautiful little family. We are looking forward to watching your future and love having you as part of our world. Welcome to the Quinlan name, Megan. You are already part of our family. Love from Gary, Diane, Mark, all my cats, and Woz, and me. Thanks.
Okay, I'll make it brief. I'd like to thank everyone for coming on their behalf. I think they've done an excellent job, a really good job. I'm impressed. And Megan, you look beautiful. And Michaela, lovely. Damien, well done. I welcome you all into the family, and I hope everyone has a good time. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Damien and Megan, we'd like to thank you for being here today. Such a fantastic day. My name is Luke.
My name is Matthew, and we have been fortunate enough to share the best man duties for the couple here today. First point of business we have to ask ourselves, what is a wedding? Well, Webster's Dictionary defines weeding as the process of removing weeds from one's garden. Also, before I continue on, please make sure that everyone takes full advantage of the bar, because it's not often that Damien will shout anyone, even his best mates. So make sure he doesn't have any beer to take home, because he'll really love that.
It's a real honour for both myself and Matthew to be chosen as best man here today, something we're extremely pleased to do for both Megan and Damien today. Now, as far as speeches go, both mine and Matt's ability to write a speech is below par at best. So we decided to sit down one night, pop the top off a couple of beers and choose the first result on the second page of Google. That seems to work. That's right, there's a second page.
So, what I've got here is how I tell everyone how I met Quinny, but I'll start with, actually, I met Megan many years before I actually met Damien. She lived down the street from me, and all through high school, she kept nagging me about which girls I'm interested in on the bus ride home from school, and that I should be starting to date some of her friends. Eventually, that nagging got so much that I started riding the bike to school. But she was very lovely, and all of the time, she just really was looking out for her friends, as she always has. Then, about 4 years after I first met Megan, I met Damien at high school. We were in the same sporting team for cricket or football. It was a year 9 and 10 combined team, and Quinny was really out of his element playing in the year 10 team, so he jumped down to the year 9 team with us. From then on, I actually realised that me and Damien had quite a few things in common, not just sports that we go for, TV shows, music, but we also played footy in the same league in rival teams. A year later, I quit that team because I didn't like anyone, and all my mates were at his club, apart from him. And eventually, all of them left, and so it was only Quinny that I had to become friends with. From footy, next page, I started inviting Quinny down to the pub to catch up with my friends, but he was stuck at the Berwick Hotel, or the Berwick Inn. That was his main spot. I kept telling him how shit of a pub it was. Sorry, children. And to come down to the shit pub that me and my friends go to. Eventually, he realised Berwick pub was shit, and ours was only slightly less shitter, and that led on to him meeting Luke and some of my other friends.
As Matt just alluded, I met Damien at the Central Pub. The second we were introduced, we were pretty good mates from then on. We had the same interest. As alluded today, wrestling, footy, any kind of sport in particular that was on TV at the time. We always have a great laugh and enjoy each other's company. Now, as was glossed over today in the ceremony, I was actually there that night they met. Here's my story. So Megan and Damien met, funnily enough, at the Hallam pub. On that day, Damien and I decided to watch the UFC fight after a few beers, and after the disappointing fight, we decided to do what anyone would do and just head off to the Hallam pub in a cab. Whilst we're at the Hallam pub, I bumped into Megan, who I hadn't seen for 5-6 years at the time. And I'd known Megan for a while too, and she's a wonderful person, she's a really beautiful woman. And straight away, as soon as I saw her, I went up and had to say g'day. So we started talking for a while and started to catch up. I did notice during their chat, I did see a wobbling, stumbling figure coming towards me in the corner of my eye. And to no one's surprise, that stumbling figure was in fact Damien. I introduced them, and they spoke for a little bit, and we had a couple of drinks and parted ways, and really did enjoy a night after that. I saw Quinny the following week at the pub, and he said he was speaking to Megan a little bit afterwards and really enjoyed her company and would like to meet her again. And I, for one, was quite happy with that, because I know Megan's such a wonderful person. I'd known Damien for a while, and I thought that'd be a great couple from the start. So I was right too. Both myself and Matt have been very fortunate enough to be a part of the ever-growing relationship between Megan and Damien, whether it be parties, dinners, birthday parties, and other special occasions. Both Megan and Damien have welcomed us into their lives, into their home, and most importantly, to become uncles to their beautiful little daughter, Michaela. We've spent so many days enjoying each other's company, whether it be watching footy, cricket, anything on TV, I guess. Sharing plenty of laughs and just constantly watching and quoting The Simpsons, which I'm sure Megan enjoys immensely.
You missed a line. So once again, back to our friend Google search results. Yeah, I'm pretty imaginative with that. The internet prompted me to mention how nice everyone looks here tonight. You all look nice. Thank you for putting in the effort to coming all this way and rebooking your flights in some cases, because obviously Mother Nature didn't really like the first location and chose this magnificent second location. And Megan, you've done very well to book 2 weddings inside 2 years. It's an amazing effort. Of course, I can't go without mentioning how stunning the bridesmaids look in their dresses. They have done really well to help contribute to the events today to take care of Megan, helping her get here on time, safe. And speaking of the wonderful bride, you look magnificent today. And even Damien's looking all right next to you. Hashtag no homo. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You have a brilliant choice for a first husband here, Megan. Damien has also done a good job today. Me and Luke were tasked with probably the hardest task, really, to make sure Damien got here sober, away from the TAB, punctual, and to make sure he used the toilet before the service. With most people, these simple tasks would have been, well, just that simple. However, with Damien, we got it done, mostly. I think we got about 2 or 3 out of the 4, I think. Did you do your fly-up? Finally, I'd like to offer some advice on the newly married couple. Incidentally, for those who don't know, I'm not married myself. I just happen to look this good naturally without anyone else taking care of me. So, Damien, please remember that there are 3 rings involved in marriage. The engagement ring, the wedding ring, which Luke dropped earlier, and long suffering. I've been told the best way to remember your anniversary is to forget it once. Should always let Megan have the final word in an argument. Anything you say after that will be the start of a new argument. And if by some miracle you happen to be right, Damien, don't say anything. It's not worth it. Finally, on behalf of Luke and myself, I'd like to thank you all for listening to us talk crap for about 5 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, cheers to the new Mr. and Mrs. Quinlan.
Yeah, sweating bullets already. Right. For those of you that know me, I'm terrible with public speaking. I don't sound that bad. Okay. So I'll try and keep this speech short, but longer than my engagement speeches and my 30th, which was thanks for coming. But now I'd like to milk this time I have to speak, as it'll be the only time in my life, or married life, that I can speak with my wife sitting next to me and not be interrupted. I had a cracking speech prepared with humour, emotion and sentiment, but I left that in my other pants. I remember someone once... Someone once said that a good speech had both a good beginning and a good ending. However, a great speech keeps them very close together. Well, unfortunately, this speech is neither good nor great, so make sure you're comfortable and have a few drinks on hand, and yes, the exits are blocked. Cut and paste it. Yeah. I'm so glad that all of you could make it up here for our wedding. Megan and I are so humbled and greatly honoured that many of you have travelled so far to share this day with us. So on behalf of Megan and myself, I'd like to thank you all. I'd like to thank my mum and dad for putting up with me today and over the years. Thanks for your love, support, patience throughout my teenage years, which I'm sure I'll grow out of soon. But most of all, thank you for giving me such a wonderful start in life. To Megan's parents, Caroline and Jimmy, I'll promise I'll try and make Megan as happy for the rest of her life as she is today. I want to thank you for all welcoming me into your family, and thank you, Caroline, for raising Megan to be such an amazing woman she is today. My next thank you is to our maid of honour and bridesmaid. You all look fantastic today, and we're great in keeping Megan sane and not turning into a bridezilla. Throughout, especially the last few months, with the replanning and everything else of the weddings. To my best men, a big thank you go to them. Don't believe a thing they said. Seriously though, you have been great mates for over the years that I can care to remember, and there's no two men I'd rather have by my side for my wedding. So, on to my wife. I'm completely blown away how amazing you look today. I feel incredibly lucky today to be her husband and look forward to many happy years together. Megan is completely responsible for organising every amazing detail of today and making our vision come to life. She has put such amazing effort in reorganising everything despite the setbacks. This day has so far been but perfect. It goes to demonstrate just how extraordinary my new wife is. Megan, no matter what you set your mind to, you can achieve. You're an amazing mother to our daughter and the best person I know. I couldn't be prouder to be your husband. Thank you for putting up with me now and for in the future. I love you so much and would love to take this opportunity to say how much I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life and growing old with you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the toast to my stunning new bride. To Megan.
Yep. Thank you for coming, and I know most of you took time off work and travelled a long way to be here. I want to say how much it means to us to share our day with family and friends. As many of you know, it's been a huge journey to get here today, and despite all the speed humps and change of venue, I'm so pleased that our day turned out the way it has. For us, it couldn't be any more perfect. Today, I also gained another set of parents, Leah and Gary. From the first day I met you, I felt welcome and accepted. I am very lucky to have such great in-laws. Thank you for raising Damien to be the man he is today. And rest assured I'll look after him and keep him out of trouble, or I'll at least try. A massive thank you to my maid of honour, Danny, my best friend. I would like to thank you for accepting to be my maid of honour. It feels like a lifetime ago that I was standing with you on your special day. Thank you for being the wonderful friend you have been for 17 years. You have always been there for me, from our being teenagers and you sneaking me in the house after drinking too much, to becoming mums and all the adventures in between. Thank you for organising the surprises for my hens and being there with me choosing my wedding dress. I'd also like to thank my beautiful friend and bridesmaid Jo. It wouldn't be the same without you here today. Thank you for all the laughs and special memories. I know sharing the experience being pregnant together and having our girls so close in age brought us much closer together. I'm so grateful for our friendship. So thanks girls for putting up with my non-stop wedding talk and planning. You've been so helpful and supportive, and all the things a bride could ask for. Thank you for the amazing surprises for my hens and both helping me choose a wedding dress. A special thank you to my lovely flower girl and daughter Michaela. We love you to the moon and back, and you are truly our greatest achievement. I'd like to thank my very clever stepsister, Lisa, for coming early in the morning and doing such a fantastic job with our makeup. I could have trusted anyone else with the task. I know I'm super fussy about my makeup, and you did an amazing job. I do have a couple of things to say to the best men, but no mushy stuff, I promise, guys. Thank you for letting my husband survive the bucks, and thank you for getting him here today on time. That's all that matters to me. You did your job, well done. I must say you boys are looking rather smart in your suits. You scrub up nicely. An extra thank you to Luke for our introduction years ago. We wouldn't be here today. Finally, a word or two to my dear husband. I can say that now. Damien, you've come into my life and completely changed it. More laughter and more worry lines for start. Between the inappropriate jokes, the banter, and your obsession with flatulence, you keep my life interesting. You keep me from taking life too seriously, and I love you for it. It means so much to me standing here as your wife. You are my favourite person in this world, the love of my life and my best friend. And did I mention how freaking hot you look in a suit? We need to wear one more often. I still can't believe you went with the bow tie because you're always keeping me on my toes. It means so much to me standing here as your wife. Sorry, read that bit. They don't say marry the man that you think you can live with. Marry the man you can't live without, and for me, that's you. Damien, you and Michaela are my everything, and I'm very proud to be Mrs. Quinlan. I'd like to propose a toast, firstly, to the best is yet to come, and another one to my spunky husband, Damien. To Damien. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy your evening.
I think we need to get 3 cheers for the bride and groom. Hip hip, hip hip, hip hip. Well done, guys. Congratulations.
It's your constant love.